everybody, welcome back and welcome to my new series. Today we are starting episode 1 of Redstone with Heroes. I don't know what the series is called. But I'll be doing some Redstone stuff. So today we are in my void world that I use for testing Redstone, and I have two instant repeaters. Now for those of you who aren't familiar with Redstone or don't know what an instant repeater is, an instant repeater, for those of you guys who do not know, let's just build off from here a little bit. For those of you who do not know, a repeater gives off a 1 tick delay, which is one game update. Here I'll just use a piston now to show that it's powered. It's hard to tell, but you can set it to 2, and it's 4 ticks obviously is the longest time after I place this torch. So, but the minimum is 1 tick. An instant repeater will give you a fully powered signal from within 0 ticks. It's instant. And I have 2 designs. This one I didn't make. I got off the Minecraft, or I got off Reddit. Somebody posted, but this one I compacted this version down. I'll show you both of them and how to build both of them in this tutorial. So let's just show, and I'm also going to explain how they work and the mechanics behind them. So as you can see, I'll just show this piston as an output. So if you see the piston's powered, as soon as I flick that lever, there is no delay. And there's no delay when I press it. It's instantaneous. How this works is pistons actually take 1 tick to extend, but they take 0 ticks to retract. And why? If I was to break this block, oops, that's not good. That's not double space. If I was to break this block, the redstone instantly connects to this from this torch, which is powering this redstone dust, instantaneously. Now, when the game checks, why I keep double jumping. When the game checks to retract this block, it instantly acts as if it instantly stops breaking this dust, so the dust can connect to the dust up here. As you can see, it's being split right now. So it does take 1 tick to extend back to this location, but it takes 0 ticks for the game to actually detect that the dust is being broken. And for the extension, by the time that this tick has been turned off from this right here, this redstone block has already been here, so it's just instantaneous. That's kind of how this works. This one works in the same method, but it's a little different. So you can use these for they're really useful for computers and things that you don't want ticks for. Fast communications. There's also another way you could do this with tripwire, because tripwire can be triggered indefinitely as long as the chunk is loaded, I believe. But yeah, so I'll show you this one. Let's just get our sticky piston to show our output. So if I did that, as you can see, that is instantaneous, and retract, it's instantaneous. Now, you might actually see 2 retractions here. The reason that, or when I turn it on, yeah, you saw it right there, this piston. The reason that happens is because it creates actually what's called a bud switch, which is where the piston is not being activated. Oops, wrong block. I'll show you one real quick. A bud switch is more or less something like along this line. Okay, so if I have a piston here and I power it from 2 blocks away, and there's tutorials all over the YouTube. As you can see, this piston is extending because it's being powered from this redstone dust, which is 2 blocks away. This air block is being actually powered right now. So if I was to place that, this air block is being powered by this redstone dust. So if I was to remove that, redstone works by when blocks update near it, and there's no blocks that updated near this because air blocks technically don't count as updates to prevent lag. Now, these pistons are not being powered at all. But if I was to update them, maybe by placing a block, on servers, you can right-click on the piston and it will activate because of, or on bucket servers, I should say, because of the way bucket API works. But since this is a single player, placing a block causes all the pistons to be update. Now, right here, this creates a bud switch because this is being powered from here. This is an air block right here, and that's a piston, so that's being powered. Leaves this block here, but as this piston gets pushed here, it updates, causing it to retract, or causing it to push forward because it's being powered. I don't know. It doesn't affect the build, but it is quite noisy. But this is probably the most compact version for a vertical one. So anyway, I'm going to teach you how to build both of these, and let's crack on with the tutorial. Alright guys, so to build the very first repeater that I found on Reddit, this blue block is going to signal your input and the red is going to symbol your output. So you're just going to place your input right there, a sticky piston facing this way on top with redstone block. You're also going to place another sticky piston causing this to extend, and then you're just going to place a normal block onto that. You're going to come down here, break that, that was just so I can have some room to place. You're going to put a repeater, one block away from this torch. You're going to put a torch on the input block and set it to 3 ticks. You're going to place a block up like this, put a piece of redstone dust, and then you're going to, of course, have your output right here. This is as simple. You can then place your lever. Let's just get one right here, and bam, it works perfectly and perfectly nicely. Alright, now for my version. This is a lot easier and it's a lot more resource friendly. So you're going to place your input block, a redstone dust on top. You're going to place a normal block up with a sticky piston with a redstone block on top. Now you're going to need to create your piston over here. And the reason this is being powered is because it's being powered from this redstone block's powering this air block, which is in turn powering this piston downwards. But this is actually going to be your output. Put a piece of redstone dust there, and you are done. That is your instant repeater. So again, hope you guys enjoyed this video. These are very useful. They're really easy to build and they're survival friendly. I tried to make this version as survival friendly as you could. If you guys can compact this, I would be very amazed. I mean, in turn, this is 1, 2, 3 by what 1, 2, 4. Very compact version of this. If this already exists out there, I apologize. I mean, when you get down to compact builds, very compact builds, they're very easy to copy because there's only a couple ways you can do this. But instant repeaters don't work without. I'm gonna go ahead and say this. I'm sure somebody will prove me wrong, but instant repeaters do not work without pistons because of the mechanics of the game. But anyway, that's enough for this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed this new series. I'm gonna go record my single player series right after this, so I'll see you guys soon. Peace out.